Hello, everyone. It's 8:30, so if you'd like to go ahead and get started, I'd like to call us to order. And first, I'd like to start with a roll call.
Michael Biddle.
Yes, ma'am.
Crystal Gibson. Here. Rusty Goddard. Stephen Goodpaster.
Here.
Marcus Hilliard. Catherine Ogrode. Carletta Smelser. Debbie Stafford.
Here.
Byron Wood.
Here.
Damon Rawls. Marcus Kennedy.
Here.
Greg Stinnett.
So we do have enough for a quorum, so that's good, so we can go ahead and get started. I'd like to start with a devotional led by Mr. Stephen Goodpaster.
Thank you, Madam Chair. A few short weeks ago, friends and family laid to rest Mr. Johnny Hodge in the Shiloh Memorial Cemetery in Pigeon Forge. Johnny is the father of Chad and Chris Hodge, blood brothers of mine. He was always there for us boys and was a kind example of a true Tennessee gentleman. Being there among loved ones and surrounded by the mountains brought us some solace and reminded me of the importance and strength of my roots. Those of us gathered here today are blessed to contribute in some small way to the betterment of this community we call home. We are well aware of the tasks at hand and also the deep call to serve with integrity, humility, and care. We are not here by accident, nor do we work alone. Our decisions, actions, and example are impactful and valuable. In this sacred trust, may we be guided by conscience, nourished by truth, and attentive to the needs of both our people and this place. And may we succeed in our work and forever honor our Tennessee roots. Thank you.
Thank you. And now, if Ms. Crystal Gibson could lead us in the pledge.
Attention, salute. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, and I'd like the record to reflect that Ms. Ogrode, am I pronouncing that right? Ogrode, I apologize, that she has arrived. And with that, I would like everyone to take a moment and look over the agenda. If you are in agreement, if anyone would like to make a motion, we have the motion.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you. All those in favor of adopting the agenda, please say aye. Any opposed? Okay. The agenda is approved, and the next part is the approval of the minutes. If you all could take a moment and look over that. Any motion to approve?
So moved.
Any second? All those in favor, say aye. Any opposed? All right, and as you can look over the old business, does anyone see any concerns or anything that needs to be changed on that? Any old business anyone would like to discuss? All right, that brings us up to our new business with Commissioner Frazier, who is so graciously here this morning. You all have a copy of the email that was dated July 30th to me as the chair of the Ethics Committee. I want to read you all my response. I didn't want that to be part of the official minutes because it had my personal cell phone number, but my response to her was, thank you for your email regarding your desire for the Knox County Ethics Committee to complete a comprehensive review of the Knox County Code of Ethics. I support your request and look forward to working with you in the capacity of chairperson. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you would like to meet to discuss your resolution forward. I personally will make every attempt to attend the county commission meeting on August 25th. If you need, and then I gave her my cell phone and invited her to contact me directly anytime she needed to. And then I stated, please be aware that I am generally with patients Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., but I'm usually available after 6 p.m. and on weekends. And I also invited her to attend our ethics committee so that she could speak directly to us. And with that, Ms. Frazier, Commissioner Frazier, I give you the microphone.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, everyone, and thank you first for your willingness to serve
And also, thank you for the opportunity to address you here today. What I'd like to do is really share with you a resolution that I'll be presenting to Knox County Commission next week to request that the Knox County Ethics Committee conduct a comprehensive review and revision of the Knox County Code of Ethics. I want to first state that I'm here sharing information only. My presence here today reflects only my intent, not the intent or opinion of Commission as a whole. Commission has not heard nor ruled upon the proposed resolution. I'm not asking you or this body to consider the resolution today or take any action. What is before you is for informational purposes only and as a courtesy to the body. Having proudly served on the Knox County Ethics Committee as a citizen, and now as a commissioner, I recognize the critical importance of upholding ethical standards in government that promote transparency, accountability, and public trust. Knox County also recognized this importance through the adoption of the Knox County Code of Ethics pursuant to the requirements of the Tennessee Comprehensive Governmental Ethics Reform Act of 2006. This act serves as a foundational document guiding the ethical conduct of elected officials, employees, and appointed representatives. Some 19 years later, expectations have evolved, community standards heightened, and operational realities warrant a timely and thorough assessment of the current policy to ensure that it remains comprehensive, relevant, and enforceable. Before you is a copy of the resolution with the proposed scope of work that I will be presenting to my colleagues on August 25th. I wanted to share it with you all to make you aware of possible impending work for this committee. This resolution asks Commission to support strengthening the policy by requesting the Knox County Ethics Committee, to undertake a comprehensive review of the Code of Ethics and present recommendations to the Knox County Commission that address emerging ethical issues, clarifies existing provisions, and incorporates new language related to campaign contributions, conflicts of interest, transparency, nepotism, dual service, and public accountability. You will see that the resolution provides area of focus for your review. It's important to mention that the scope of work and focus could be amended by the Commission at the meeting next week, or on the 25th. So what you have before you is simply the proposed resolution, but not the final approved request. Until Commission rules on the resolution, no action can or should be taken by this body. At this point, I just want to reiterate, I am simply here for information purposes only. Quickly to go over some of the points that the resolution encourages this committee to consider. Evaluate the adequacy and clarity of the existing provisions. Review best practices from other jurisdictions and applicable state ethics standards. Consider public input and recommendations from commissioners and county officials. Propose specific amendments, including but not limited to expanding definitions and applications of ethical behavior, enhancing rules related to gifts, political contributions, and campaign financing that could be recognized as a contributing factor in county decision-making, clarifying conflict of interest procedures and disclosure requirements, addressing employment restrictions and nepotism involving elected officials, clarifying the process of filing and considering an ethical complaint, implement a 5-year review of ethics policies, establish stronger enforcement and training mechanisms. I've included a reasonable time frame of 120 days of adoption of this resolution or soon thereafter as practical for the Ethics Committee to present its findings and recommend revisions. Again, the resolution presented must be heard and take effect after the passage, hopefully on August 25th. My apologies. So thank you all for allowing me to come and just present this to you all. This is something that I do feel passionately about. It's way overdue. I try to put ethics at the forefront of every decision that I make, and I feel like this will be some work that will really impact the county in a very positive way. So thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Frazier. Would anyone on the committee like to ask Commissioner Frazier any questions, if that's okay with you?
Sure, happy to answer.
The floor recognizes Mr. Biddle.
Thank you, Chairwoman. Hi, welcome Commissioner Frazier, and thank you for this.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Two things. You've got a really nice detailed list here on the second page of the resolution. Couple questions.
Sure.
When the Ethics Committee presents something, what's the next stage? What's the next step? Is it presented to commission? Is it?
Yes, so you would actually recommend amendments to commission, and it would come from this body. So it would become a part of our agenda for consideration.
Okay. I don't want to take up the time, but if you want to
No,
come back
please.
to me or if
No, please
somebody
go
else.
ahead.
All right, thank you. What does success look like to you? I know you have a list here, but what does success look like to you in this endeavor?
Thank you for that question. It's really important to clarify that scope of work. For me, success is just strengthening our ethics policy. Again, as I said, to make it relevant, stronger, and also enforceable. I'd like to clear up some of the gray areas that we see in the ethics policy. I leave that to the discretion of this body. One thing that I really encourage is we, as a county, we have dozens of boards and committees. We don't utilize those boards and committees fully. So that's why this is coming to you. As a subcommittee of Knox County, this is the work that should be in the hands of those citizens that we have asked to serve. And that's what I'm asking. So really, my success depends on what this body sees as needed and necessary to ensure transparency of all county and government officials and employees.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else have any questions? Yes.
For the benefit of the public, just because this is brought forth to this body, this is a great list of wanted improvements. Madam Chairwoman, is there any way to just inform the public where they can go for current ethics procedures?
So as anyone that is watching, any part of the public can go to the Knox County website, and the ethics policy is currently online. Additionally, we're kind of in a holding pattern until the commission votes on this. Once they do, I plan on hitting the ground running. I've got some ideas. Certainly, each one of you are just as important on this committee, and I look forward to each person sharing your ideas and thoughts and plans. But, 120 days it sounds like a long time, but it's really not when you're looking at a committee getting together and revamping policy. So we will have to move somewhat quickly. But it is my intent as chairperson to have it open to the public. I feel a lot of people feel marginalized in our county, like they have no voice. And I think, and in the review of this, should it pass, it will be vitally important that it be open to the public so everyone has a voice.
So along that line, Madam Chairwoman, on the Knox County website is the ethics procedures and policies, which we've all signed off on. Also, there is a sworn affidavit to file a complaint, just for the public's notice. And I just wanted to put that out there while we're here and parallel to what Commissioner Frazier's brought forth. So thank you. Thank you for coming today,
Yeah, thank
Commissioner
you.
Frazier.
I appreciate that. Mr. Rawls, Commissioner Rawls.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, Madam
Good
Frazier.
morning.
This question is for both. So, in the resolution, and this is my first time reading the resolution, we have an audit committee, we have a personnel committee. Recommendations will come out of audit committee, personnel, et cetera. How does this speak to what we would do after their recommendations also? And then the question, Madam Chair, is what is the expectation for us in light of kind of what's going on, like in the greater Knox County world?
Well, I will let Commissioner Frazier answer her part first, and then I'll
That's-
speak if
okay.
that's okay. Commissioner Frazier.
As I stated, this is just the proposed resolution, so
Yeah.
we will be discussing this at the August 25th commission meeting. commission as a whole, they could make additional recommendations to the proposed resolution and scope of work provided to this body. It could be expanded, it could be reduced. We're really asking this body at their discretion to look at ethical standards as a whole, Knox County, and make those recommendations. Those recommendations would then come back to commission, and we would again review and be able to revise, amend, expand, reduce. So it will be a little bit of a back and forth process. I'm only anticipating that. It could not be. This body may bring forth something that we think just nails it, and we take a vote and then we implement it and put it into practice. Does that answer your question a little bit? Again, I'm leaving it to the discretion of the body because I feel like I always encourage opportunity for citizens to engage in county work. And that is what this body is made up of. It is made up of citizens who represent every corner of this county, and I want to hear from them what their recommendations are. And I hope that my colleagues will also take that into consideration. And, you know, Commissioner Rawls, I think that you are a great person to have on this committee, and you bring a lot of knowledge and perspective. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what the body recommends.
Okay, thank you.
Did she answer everything, or do you still have a question for me?
No, that question still stands
Okay.
for you.
Oh, it still stands for me. Sorry. So you had asked about what it means to us as far as the county in general and what's going on in the county?
No, I mean, we have indictments that have happened.
Yes.
What is the expectation of the ethics committee in response to those indictments or not? That's what I'm asking.
So I will defer to the law department. My understanding is that we do nothing unless a complaint is given to us. It is my understanding that is our role, and to my knowledge, we have received no complaints to date. Is that correct?
Yes, Madam Chair, that is correct. So to my knowledge, there's been no complaint filed, and this entity does not take action without a complaint of some sort.
Does that answer your question?
Thank you. Yep.
Okay.
And Madam Chair, if I might, just
Yes.
a quick, to piggyback on that a little bit, just so that the body knows, this work started many, many, many months ago. This is not coming out of a specific incident or situation. Having served on ethics, this is something that I felt like needed to be done. As I said, it's been almost 19 years before we've reviewed our policy. I'm a very policy-minded individual, and I feel like a regular review of policies, especially in practice, is just a good business. That's how you operate really good business. So this has been in the works for quite a while. The timing of it is merely just ironic. So, any more questions?
Mr. Wood?
Sorry. Commissioner Frazier, would the time period, would you be open to making that a little more flexible? Having been on some committees and things, our times are sometimes limited. I feel like there's going to be a lot of us requesting things from the county, how other areas are doing it, and some research. I'm afraid 120 might be setting the bar a little high for that type of thing. I've been in other policy things where it took 2 years to revamp something, and we were more there for advice than actually doing the actual work. So that's just my fear, is that we set a bar that may not be obtainable, and it just kind of sets
Right.
us up for failure.
Mr. Wood, I want to say thank you first for that perspective, because I think you acknowledge that this is a little bit of a heavy lift. I also want to thank you for recognizing the importance of the work. And that is something that if you all would like to discuss, hopefully you will have a representative there on August 25th. And what can happen is, if Madam Chair is there and she would like to speak on behalf of the body, she can recommend that time frame be changed. And so absolutely, I am open to whatever time you need to get this right.
Thank you. I don't want to feel rushed. Sometimes when
Absolutely.
it's important, I just want to make sure that we're just not rushing through.
Yes, sir, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that's reasonable. Byron, what would you consider to be a more reasonable timeframe?
I wish I had a real good feel. I think that's going to depend a little bit with the law office and
Okay.
people in the county, just to coordinate. We normally meet quarterly. I mean, so, I
We'll
mean,
be
to do
meeting
this,
more
we'll have to
often.
meet a lot more, but there's a lot of busy schedules and having the right amount of notice and everything. I just want to make sure, because a lot of times it might be, we go to a meeting and they're like, we need this, this, and this, and we can't move until we have this, and then wait 30 days to meet again and stuff like that.
Sure.
Mr. Sanders may be able to give us a little more experience of dealing with committees and how to do that, but.
Certainly. This committee, the chair always has the authority to call a special meeting. And so if she wishes to, then a special meeting can be called and you all can hash out a procedure or form a subcommittee or do, you have broad powers to do something as long as it's done in public and it's publicly noticed.
And I anticipate, should the resolution pass, that we will be meeting more often. And I do know that is a stressor. I've got patients booked out 6 months from now. So it'll be some reorganization on my part. So please don't think I'll be willy-nilly going, oh, let's just meet 1,000 hours between now and then. But it is important for us to, I feel like, hit the ground running should this resolution pass and us get organized quickly and have some dates in mind, whether it be 120 or 180 or whatever we feel is an appropriate time frame. This is new water for me. You all know I just became chairperson and we haven't been historically very busy on this committee. So I'll be depending on the law department heavily to guide me and help me know what I want to do, or not what I want to do, what we need to do as a committee.
Debbie. To Byron's point, and not a question for you, dear, but thank you. We need to assess what assets we have at our disposal and to be able to share data. If we have a repository where we can start collecting information, because we're all out here, probably we can all do research and can contribute, but then there's also assets that we already have here at our disposal, and we need to have those at the ready where we can look to those to then see how to amend them potentially. I would make one comment, Ms. Frazier, Commissioner Frazier, on Section 1 of the resolution. I might suggest adding that in the second line, it says the Knox County Commission hereby formally requests that skip ahead, provide suggested revisions. I might put, if any, in there, because that presumes that there would be and there might not be.
Thank you, Mr. Goodpasture. That's a great suggestion. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Commissioner Frazier? Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. I totally agree with Mr. Wood and where he's coming from. I would highly suggest 180 days and believe me, I'm a Wisconsin German boy. I like to get things done quickly, proper, and in good order. I don't anticipate any further, but 180 days with the opportunity to go back to the commission to ask for, to give an update and ask for extended time if needed. I don't anticipate it, but I would recommend 180 days.
And Madam Chair, I'm happy to submit an amended resolution to include the suggestions that I've heard here today. And also with the 180 days, I can actually put into Section 3 that that timeframe may be extended should it be necessary to complete the work.
Thank you, Commissioner Frazier. I think that probably would give us a little bit of breathing room because we want to make sure we do a thorough job for you.
Yes, ma'am. And that's why I'm here today. This really is a courtesy because I acknowledge the work and the commitment that it will take from you all. And first off, I want to say just thank you. Again, I think it's really important. I do hope that it passes. And I really look forward to working with you all.
Yes, sir, Mr. Wood.
One last thing, Commissioner
Yes.
Frazier. Would you be open to adding another section, basically, whereas giving us the parameter to suggest things that are outside of just the code of ethics, like procedural type of things. It's like just for suggestions, because we may come up with ideas that where other counties do things, or we may come up with new ideas of our own that might be, types of training for elected officials so that they're aware and not fall into some traps that are common in secular
Sure.
business and not.
And I will say, Mr. Wood, to your point, I do believe that that's included in Section 2. It does mention best practices from other jurisdictions. So that would cover that procedures or policies that you feel like might be applicable to Knox County.
Okay. I guess I was just reading it through that Section 2 was kind of a description of Section 1, which is pretty specific about review, the code of ethics. So just
Sure.
maybe just amend that section just a little bit, just to give us that clear flexibility to spend some time on that and not be outside of our.
Would you be willing to email me some suggested language?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll open that up to anyone. Please, if you have suggestions, specific language, I do have time to submit an amended resolution. You can email me at kim.frazier@knoxcounty.org.
Yes.
Just one quick question and comment, because we are talking about having public input as well. And I know that there has been some confusion on the past as far as the public being aware that we exist. So if there is a way for us to amplify that, and because I know that we're going to get a lot of questions and comments from the public about this, and so kind of trying to headline, what's going on here, because I know we're going to be hearing a lot from the public with something like this, and I don't want us to get halfway done and then all of a sudden the public input is overwhelming. But just a way for us to communicate that we're here. And again, I know we've already addressed our policies are online, but just kind of streamlining that and making it a little bit easier. Because I know the number of times that I've had to direct people to our websites and it's like, wait, where on the website is that? Wait, hold on, can you walk me through this? So maybe just a little bit more attention to that detail, because I do think that public input is going to be crucial to this. But trying to organize a way for the public to comment and put their input in a way that makes sense to the public, I think is going to be very important as well.
I very much appreciate your comments, and that is my hope that we make it as well known as possible. I know we have at least one reporter in the audience, so hopefully we can.
Got two.
Two reporters, excuse me. So hopefully the media will be willing to promote it, but I think since Commissioner Frazier said we're kind of in a holding pattern, we really can't go into great detail as far as what that's going to look like just yet. But please, write down your ideas, keep them in mind so that you can offer some suggestions. And we will be depending on the law department again to let us know how do we go about public notices and could we meet in different locations around the county versus just here. Different hours of the day, because I know as a working person, it always frustrates me when there's a county event that I would like to participate in, but it's at 2:00 in the afternoon and I'm seeing patients at 2:00 in the afternoon. I will also say in my line of work, I have experienced calling someone multiple times, not getting an answer, sending an email, not getting an answer, sending out a newsletter, not getting an answer, and then the next time I see them, their statement is, well, no one told me anything. So we can certainly do our part, but one thing we need to encourage our citizens is they also have an obligation to pay attention to what's going on. So I'm not sure how to overcome that barrier, but I think that's far bigger than this committee's discussion. So thank you very much for your comments.
Again, thank you all for your time. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Commissioner Frazier. And with that, any more discussion or anything anyone would like to talk about? Boo! Are you leaving us?
We have 3 people there.
Three? 3 of you leaving us? Who are the 3?
It'll be Byron, and it'll be Michael, Biddle, and Catherine Oakley,
So both of you are leaving us?
and Brian.
And Brian?
They expire October 31st,
Okay,
so if you call any special meetings, they will.
so what?
So if you call any special meetings, Uncle Biddle is filling in partial,
Okay,
and then Catherine and
okay. Well, we will,
October 31st is their,
okay,
so the November meeting, they will not be here.
okay. And Byron is our vice chair, correct? So should we take this time to appoint a new vice chair? November, okay.
Reorganizing.
All right.
What does it look like as far as, will we have the newly appointed members when all this when we take up this, if it does indeed pass? I just don't want to put the cart before the horse and like, we have to.
Sure. So evidently Byron, Michael, and Catherine's terms are about to expire. So unless they're reappointed,
Could I just have a clarity? I just got on here. If you all want to vote me off the island, did I fill a term?
You fulfilled a term.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Which ended October 31st, 2025.
Okay, so if I don't get back on this, then my honey-do list at home, I'm going to have to hit that. So please put me back on. All
So-
right.
if you all want to stay on, please reach out to the county commissioners and let them know, or whoever it was that appointed you. Were you county commission also? Okay. Do you want to stay? Yay! Well, please reach out to the mayor and let him know, because it's my understanding he'll have to reappoint you. Is that correct?
There's a process.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we knew before y'all found out the hard way.
It's been a pleasure serving with you all.
All right, anything else? All right, would anyone like to make a motion that we adjourn? Anyone second?
I'll second.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Then we are adjourned. I get to use my hammer.